Good morning, everybody, and a very warm welcome to all of you on the Empowering Morning Conversations. And welcome to your ongoing journey of self-development. Welcome to your ongoing journey to move away from your automatic way of living, your default way of living, to a life that you create in line with your desires. See, if you look at your everyday life, you will find that most of it is a life where you just keep getting pushed by situations and you do what situations force you to do. Okay. So what is it that we lose? We lose stuff that we deeply desired, or it gets forgotten, and suddenly after a year, sometimes after 5 years, sometimes after 10 years, you remember, oh, what have I done about what I really desired? So obviously, you would not like to be like that, isn't it? So we just become like that because of situations. So empowering morning conversations help all those people who desire to have an extraordinary life, who desire to fulfill their dreams, who desire to fulfill their desires and live their life fully. So we come here every morning and we get, insights, we get poked and we get prodded, okay, pushed, pricked, and given certain tools as well. And all these things would give us the opportunity to at least create something every day. So a lot of people might think, oh, but I don't want to create anything. That's all right. You can create everything that you do and recreate it, no? Every day is a possibility to reinvent yourself into the person that you always dreamed of being. Is it necessary that we are always trying to be like somebody else? Somebody whom we considered as our heroes? Can we be the unique person with the unique mission and the unique capabilities that we were born with? So this is one of the things that we look at. But we need freedom from what? We need our freedom from our default mode. We need the freedom from the prison of our old points of views. The points of view which we are so strongly holding on to are like a prison. And we say, I would like to experience freedom in my life. So if I want to experience freedom in my life, I will have to set myself free from my old ways of thinking, from my old points of view. I'll have to be open to receive different points of view. I'll have to be willing to be in allowance in life. I'll have to be willing to honor myself in life. I'll have to be willing to trust myself in life. I will have to be willing to be grateful for the life I have, for the people I have, for the opportunities I have, for every moment of life that I have. So the question to ask is, are you willing? So those who come here every morning, they are the ones who are willing. That's why they are here. Isn't that so? So before we move on to introduce the speaker of the day, I wish to ask some of you to share whatever is going on, whatever is opening up, whatever realizations, whatever impact this EMC is done for you. So I would like to hear from a couple of people before we move on. So let's listen to my dear friend Abhinav Mathur to start with. Go ahead, Abhinav, very quickly. You have muted yourself instead of unmuting yourself. Unmute karo, bhai. Okay, so let's ask our oldest in terms of participation person, Hasina ji. Please unmute yourself and share. What is it that you're getting out of your participation and what is it that brings you here every morning? Yes, ma'am, go ahead. Again, you muted yourself.
Sorry. I've got lots. I've really got lots. Every morning when I get up, I feel I'm fresh and I look forward to the meeting. What I have got is I have started excusing people for whatever they say. I have a lot of allowance with people, and I don't worry as much as I used to. I take things in my stride. What else? I think the list is endless. And every time we have this laughing session, that boosts me up a lot in the morning. That really boosts me up a lot.
Yeah.
And then after that laughter, when I work, when I'm walking around also, I'm always smiling and laughing. And that really made a lot of difference to me. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Who else? Ashok ji. I'm going to be meeting him shortly. So we have a opportunity to do some seva. Okay. Kamal, you haven't spoken for a few days.
Good morning, or good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Yes, yeah. Why I'm not missing this, because as I said earlier also, because every day there is a nugget of wisdom and the things which are saying, I'm practically approaching that. For example, you're saying about the judgmental thing, so that is always in my conscious that okay, if I'm not judgmenting anything, what else is possible? So those small tools which we are discussing every day, so I'm trying to implement that, and being in that awareness mode always. So that's the one thing which I always there. And when I think someday I miss it, that means something missing in my life. So always, maybe I'm always on the mute, not speaking much more, but yes, I'm grasping all the knowledge which you're sharing. Thank you all. Thanks a lot.
Wonderful, wonderful. Another senior member of our group, Kuldeep ji, who's been with us for a long time. Kuldeep ji, would you like to share?
Good morning, sir. Good morning, friends. This EMC sets the tone in the morning itself, by which whole day passes without getting affected with the outside circumstances. And that is a huge achievement, I feel. And whenever I stuck up, I can pick the pulse of wisdom like, what else is possible? What can we do like in this situation? Instead of getting hooked into what is there. Like that, many of things we remember and they come automatically, since it has become a habit for me to be in the atmosphere of this EMC, which sets up a tone in the morning itself. Many more things to tell, but due to the time shortage, this is what I want to say.
Great. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, I would like to invite some of the people who are members of our Good to Great program, who took up my offer to receive a free healing SOP session yesterday. And I'd like to hear from them what they experienced. So Shakti was saying something earlier, so let's ask her.
Sure, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. Yesterday, before SOP, I was thinking about one desire. I didn't even get a single possibility for that kind of thing. After SOP sessions, today morning when I woke up, I'm able to see 3 possibilities already. So it's a great session, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Most welcome. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm going to put some action on that. Yeah, thank you.
Wonderful.
So much.
Vetri?
Thank you very much, sir. I felt complete relaxed and peace, and I'm waiting for the possibilities.
Okay, very nice. Thank you very much. Anybody else from that group? Would you like to share anything? Neeti was there, I think.
Yes, sir. So first, when we started the session, I had a very heavy day and I was very rushed till about 10:15 at night. And I was having a lot of stomach pain. And in the first 5 minutes of the session, the pain eased away. And I did feel, because I've taken SOP before, I did feel that this time the energies were not flowing as freely as the previous experience was. But I still went along with it with an open mind. And I slept well through the night, but this morning when I got up, it was like whatever I was not able to receive freely then, I received this morning. So it was like a continued effect of it. So that felt wonderful.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. And you want to notice one thing, this is a thing which we do when we compare one experience with another experience, then the comparison makes you lose out on what's happening. So this is something which we all need to watch out for, because no two experiences will exactly be the same. Each works for you differently. I've even had one person who reported that she had excruciating pain to begin with. And when the pain got over, she felt so light, So she said, so last time when I did it, there was no pain. This time there was pain. I said, what? Maybe some pain wanted to be released, Okay, so we have chance for one more person to share, whoever that might be. Raise your hand and let me know, and we'll listen to what you have to say. So who would like to say anything? It could be anybody. So nobody wants to share anything about anything. You can even share about your participation in EMC program, which you've been coming for so long. For some reason, I think Abhinav is not able to hear us. So he was the first person I requested, but he muted himself. So we do not know what happened. Anyway, so nobody wants to share. That's perfectly all right. So guys, I want to bring in a very, very special person to talk to you today. So for me, he is a living example of, honor, trust, allowance to a great extent, gratitude, and vulnerability. He is a true example of a person who wants to stop blaming and start living. He's a true example of a person who's willing to trust his mentor and get the fruits of that trust. Okay. He's an example of a person who has dared to do so many things in his life, I mean, if I make a list of all the things that he has gone for, it'll probably take me half an hour to tell you what all he has done. Okay. But a very modest man, not a flamboyant man, but a true hero in my opinion. So it's my proud privilege to have him as a part of this wonderful group. He's a part of our core group. He's a person, I mean, I really love this guy. So it's my honor and privilege to present to you Mr. Ramamurthy. So welcome, Rama.
Thank you, sir. Good morning and thank you. Thank you very much, sir. And it's been a privilege to be associated with you and so many learnings. And one of the key learnings is that inquiry-based, experiential conversations and being in question. So today, I would like to get into one such question. So the question for today is that you are in a traditional marriage and they are serving food in a banana leaf, full-fledged Indian traditional meal, right? All food, all items are there which you like. So the question is, you may have few favorite foods, 1, 2, or 3. Would you eat your favorite food at the beginning or at the end or somewhere in between or continuously? So you are served a sumptuous meal and you have all the items and you have your favorite items as well. So would you eat your favorite item at the beginning, at the end, in the middle, or continuously over the meal? So that's the question. It's a really practical thing which we all do, whether it is consciously, unconsciously. So let's explore what is that. What is that we do and why we do, why not, what's the implication, if we change it, what happens. So that's the inquiry for today. Yes, Shakti.
I'll start with my favorite, sir, but I'll keep eating continuously throughout my meal.
Okay, so the questions are why not, and what's the implication, what do you infer from that, and what's the insight you have about yourself and your life.
Interesting. Why? I like that. Why not? What is that? Implication. I will think about it, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. This is for our thinking. So that's exactly we all learned from Sukhdeepak sir, that how do we start thinking about various things which we take it for granted or we are unconscious about it. So that's the idea. So let's start thinking and share it. Whatever we can share, let's share it. Thanks, Shakti. Yes, Abhinavji, go on.
Finally, he has woken up and come. Welcome.
Good
Abhinav.
morning, Sukhdeepak. Thank you. Sukhdeepak, sorry, मैं चाय बना रहा था, मेरे हाथ घिरे हुए थे, फोन कहीं और रखा था. I'm so sorry. So very, I thought such a simple question क्यों पूछ रहे हैं, but now it's a very beautiful question. See, I would like to continuously eat what I like. I don't even want to touch what I don't like. Or see, many times coming from a very lower middle class, or you can say a middle class family, the favorite thing was very limited, like the ice cream in the end. Okay, but I remember wherever I used to go to a marriage, I used to only eat ice cream because it used to be unlimited there. Or I will only eat the rasmalai because that was like eat as much as you want. I used to fill up my stomach with ice cream and rasmalai, things like that. So that is my answer. But now when I look at my life, two things I got present to. In case God gives me rasmalai and ice cream, and it takes away my diabetes now because I don't eat much now. Then probably I will get bored with it. Eating ice cream 3 times a day, 4 times a day, I will get bored with it. Or rasmalai or all my favorite foods, because soon I will get bored with it. And maybe the ideal life, like living in the swarg, like ideal life, you have all the best things, no stresses, everything is great, then probably you have to get bored with it as well. So I can see the joke of it. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Okay, anybody else would like to share what comes up?
Yeah, I like to share.
Yes, Hasinaji.
I would taste all the food first. Then I decide what I like the best. Because sometimes when I like the best might not be as tasty. So I like to taste everything. Then when I choose from there what I like the best, and then I eat that. And at the end of the meal also, I have my last morsel of that so that the taste remains in my mouth.
Right. Yeah, thank you. I think let's also distinguish what we are doing right now and what is that we would like to do. I think there is a difference. Sometimes what we do is we state here what we would like to do rather than what we are doing. I think it is important to share both. Thank you, Asnaji. And what opens up? So this question and this thinking, I'm sure it also opens up something else in our lives. Yes.
Yeah, the last thing. Why not? What it infer? The last one, sir.
Okay, why not? What's the implication? What do you infer from this? And what's the insight you are getting?
Thank you.
I think Gautam ji wanted to say something. Gautam ji, go on.
Yes, it is always for me, I take sweets at the end of the course, and it is I like sweets. Of course, Bengalis are having the affinity towards the sweets. So we take after end of the all course.
Okay. Right. So for example, I take sweets at the beginning. I take sweet when I'm really, hungry. Once I eat something, I will not be able to take sweet. Thank you.
Can I?
Yes, Ashokji.
At the outset, sir, I'm sorry I could not talk that time because the mobile or iPad was at long distance and I was in other room, so that I couldn't respond at that time. I was listening.
You can talk now.
So there are two scenes. One is a buffet lunch or dinner, and second one is when we are invited for meals at a relation's place. It's a different. If it is a buffet, well, then a simple food which normally we take at home is my choice. And when we are invited for a lunch or a dinner at relation's place and everything is served on the table, then we have been told कि जो आपको पसंद नहीं हो पहले खा लीजिए, जो पसंद है वो सबसे आखिर में खा लीजिए. And that is exactly what I, not only for food, but that is exactly what I do in all the assignments which come my way or in business. जो पसंद नहीं हो पहले कर लो. So the end is very very enjoyable. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashokji. Yes, Nitiji, please go on.
Yes. So I would like to follow the pattern that I eat it continuously, but what I usually do is I take it as it comes to me. Sometimes I like to eat it in the beginning, sometimes in the middle or in the end. Even if I leave it for the end, I prefer to taste it and be sure I want to leave it for the end. And I purposely follow this flexi pattern is because if my mind is set on it and I don't taste it, I would not be able to enjoy the rest of the food that is there on the plate. So once I am satisfied that, okay, this is how it tastes, this is when I want to eat, I can attend to the other food on the plate and do justice to that as well. So I usually take it the way it comes to me at that moment of time. But yes, I would like to eat something that is a favorite of mine through the meal.
Wow.
That is what I'd like to share. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I think Chinese tradition has that they continuously keep drinking the green tea, for example, throughout the meal, right? So that they, of course, they develop taste for that, and it is also very, very healthy and useful for the digestion and overall health as well. So that's another thing we can develop. Yes, thank you, Nitiji. Anybody else? Yes, Patrick.
Yes, it's a, a different question and it takes a lot of time to come into this. Actually, I was thinking I eat throughout the meal, beginning, middle, end, and my time, focus, attention, everything on that, not on other stuffs and all. And what you say, implication, inferential, I miss out a lot of other stuffs. Like Hasinaji said, the mode to test it out and all is not there because my favoritism is catching it and I'm fully focused. For example, I am open to say that also I'm a non-vegetarian and especially having craving towards seafoods. If I go to buffet or go to a big meal, my full attention is on that seafood, something that some of the rare items and all comes, I don't even dare to touch other items, something like that. But implication, infer like I get what I get is of course, I'm missing out a lot of other stuffs. Thank you, Ramaji. Over to you.
Thank you. No wonder you are already inside the sea, fishing. In the for this thing, your photo. Yes, yes.
Sir, for me, it's like time to time, even I used to decide, even though I'm allowed to eat continuously, sometimes depends upon the place, I'll change it. What I'm getting out of this, when I'm trying to implement that one in my life, if something is favor is, I'm so comfortable with one thing, okay, I love to keep that comfortable thing throughout my life. Then it's feeling like, oh, good, I'm in the right path. It's giving me some happiness. Okay, I'm getting something out of it. That throughout the life, I'm getting something. That why not? I'm not going and trying something new. I'm happy with whatever it's having. Also, it's limited my circle. That
Right.
one.
Yeah.
What is the implication? It's like it's so much narrow down my possibilities. It's so much. So I feel that okay, only through this only I will get something. If not, something's different. So I don't know how to put it in the words. Something is there. And then how can I say that? If I go and the allowance is there, then I can go and try everything. Then I will get all kind of experience in my life.
Yes. So we can also choose to prepare something very unique on our own sometime and eat as well.
Yeah, it's a choice.
Yeah.
We are having a choice. We can choose. Yes.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Shakti. Yes, sir. Venkatesh. Unmute.
Actually, we here in Mangalore and South, we have this for wedding lunches and all. We have one side they have a buffet, and another side they have they serve the plate, served on banana leaf. And my over the years after this thing, I am diabetic and all, but I don't restrict myself. But my way of life now is, it is better to sit and eat while they serve and don't go for the buffet and all, because buffet, the queue and the thing, like we are going like a beggar in plate in hand and searching and waiting a long time. And moreover, you may not taste few of the very good things. Whereas when the plate is served by them, it is all the things you can, whether you like or not, you can ask them to serve little or more in quantity, and it comes second time also. You eat leisurely and you have a taste of all things. In life also, if you put that principle, we are open to what God gives. Like whatever is served on your plate, whether it is in little or large quantity, what you enjoy, you do more. What you don't enjoy, you just restrict to little and eat. So you think that it's a blessing that you get whatever and leave it to him to serve, not decide what. Okay, you do little of your decisions, it's okay. Like internally you adjust and all and keep doing good things. But this eating is also in a philosophy, like whatever he serves. That's my way. I enjoy that. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, that's a great approach, sir. Yeah. So, Reddy Garu, why are you silent? Wondering what your frivolous question is it?
I like sweets. First thing I do is I'll have the sweet. That's my approach. But I was just deeply thinking, what is the philosophy behind what you asked the question? And then Mr. Venkatesh explained what exactly, why you asked this question. What really, I'm not, I didn't think much about it, but definitely I'll have sweet in the beginning.
Right. Thank you. Okay. So moving on, let's look at the next question, which is, what about your goals? Would you focus and work on your favorite goal at the beginning as the top priority, at the end as the last priority, or in between, or on a continuous basis? And question is, why not? What's the implication? What do you infer from that? What's the insight? What would you like to experiment? What would you like to change? So like Venkatesh ji said, even though the universe gives us so many things, we can always choose among that, which is more favorable, more favorite, more interesting as well. So that you can do a lot more. And once you do this, you can also do other things much better. So do you find your favorite goal? Are you working on them as a priority or not? If not, why not? Yes, sir, Venkatesh. You're done with, yeah.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Actually, I am 66 now, and I've seen life through many phases like this thing. And about the question about leaving a goal or leading towards a goal or anything, actually, I'll tell you a small joke about this that recently appeared. What if God comes? What if you see God early in the morning? You see God in front of you. What is your reaction? What you will ask? Then the thing is, if I see God in the morning, I'll first confirm whether I have come to him or he has come to me. Means that whether we leave or not, that's and the goal now is to lead each day as it is a last day of my life, like complete the thing, whatever, be good to others, be good to everybody, and don't regret about not doing something. So whatever is there, you always confirm that I have lived so far happily and I have not hurt others. And if there is a chance to actually apologize to somebody, do it. Go and do that. And there are a lot of people now with all these calls, video calls, other things and all, world has become very small now. So make it a point to talk to few elderly people. There are a lot of people who are bedridden, this, that, and all. So ask their children or somebody how they are looking after, what they are facing, how everything is. Means like be in touch with people who have done a lot for you, be grateful to them and other things, because if you take life in that particular way, that anything may happen tomorrow, then you will. But for younger people, I don't say that, because they can have always dreams and other things to do. Lot of things which may take and they see it in action. Everything, if you put a goal, it is not that immediately you can do. Only thing you can do in setting up a goal is you can be strict with yourself to, from tomorrow, I will not do this. Like I will not smoke, I will not drink. Such things you can do and all these things. But there is no set definition that whether something is right. Something was not right in the past is right now. So morals and every value, you are traveling in a frame of reference which is changed over time. So be good and set up a goal or whatever, first implement on yourself and your neighbors and other things. In today's world, there is a lot of religious these things and all, and importance given to hatred and other things. So whenever you are influenced with lot of messages on WhatsApp and other things, and to hold your own principle that we must not hate just for because some religions, the terrorists are there or whatever. That means like the terrorists are, they are a subset of a whole set of people where lot of nice people are there. So this is a small example I'm telling you to implement in life, that don't develop yourself to hate somebody or something. Life is short and sweet. So love all. And because by your going against some biased way with some people or something, you may regret later that you have hurt so many. So it's good to have a very nice feeling about all. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you. So the question is, I think, shall we look at, is the goal depend on the age? Goal can be there at any age, whether it is 66 or 77 or 80.
No. You have goal throughout, but the way you tackle the thing, like the way you want to goal set it to action, is for the age they must do it very fast, because they may not have continuation. A thing which is started may not develop. In our own office and all, when we worked on something like day and night, we worked on certain project, and due to the transfers and all, you were not able to do anything, and the work done over 2-3 months became total waste, because bank policy, they transferred the person and they didn't allow him to complete the project, and you did not do. So in life also, if you do something, see to it that you set up smaller goals or certain goals which you can definitely get done even if you are there or not there. So you must know, if you set a goal, whether it is only you are affecting, or whether you can do somebody else also to do it. It's a universal goal or a self goal. Like you have to involve others also, then be confident which people you are getting into the thing. In a house, in a small setup of a house, if you have children who are not listening to you and they don't have, for example, in my days, I used to listen to Beatles, I used to listen to rock, other things and all. But my daughter is not, she is actually a software engineer, everything, but she is having no interest in this music and all. So life differs from person to person. So you must have friends or your relatives or somebody to set up a larger goal. And smaller goals, like anything which you can do, like your charities, your attending this meeting also, or anything. Those things also are smaller goals or something that I don't hurt anybody, and I see that good comes out of each person. So I think it justifies. Like in goals,
Yeah, thank you. Yes, the goals itself can differ, obviously will be different for each person depending upon various aspects, including age. Yeah, thank you, sir. Yes, Abhinavji.
So again, a very beautiful question, Rama, because starting point is, so the starting point is, the question for me is ki goal hai kya, you know. So what I distinguished is ki for me there are two kind of goals. So the first kind of goals are the goals which are given to me by the world, by the society. Achhi se study well, take up a good job, build up a good career, take care of your parents, take care of your sisters, family members, and never do anything which never like. And then yahan tak to it's all right. And the next is inherent goal is ki always keep people happy, always so I had, like, I remember when I was younger, I had my I'm very, Sukhdeepak will know that I'm very fond of traveling and going abroad, and meeting new people, meeting new societies. So the first chance I got to go abroad as a job, was in the Middle East only when I was in early 20s. Then my mother was a heart patient, so I didn't go. And then the second very good chance I got was, quite recently was to Europe. And then my dad is not well. So what do? So I didn't go because at that time, these are still, I will say, these are the goals which are given by the society. I don't even know what is a goal. What is my goal? What I'm scared to say to you all is that my goal is to, attain moksha after this life. Because according to Hindu, we say that in landmark also about incompletions, and we say that about in a dharma also, that whatever incompletion, if I am left with incompletion, then I will be forced to take another birth to kind of take care of those. So I want to lead a very complete life so that I attain moksha by the time this janma ends. Nothing is left for the next janma. If I'm left with a feeling, oh, I was not loved enough, I did not take care of others, I was not acknowledged well, or I did not get SEX much. So whatever incompletions I am left with, I will, according to moksha theory, I have to, take birth again to attain. So let me have a complete life. If I have done something, if my mind says that I have done something wrong, then I'm going to apologize about it. I could sense that, my youngest sister's husband has had a stroke, and so there are issues there in the family. So I could see that my father was worried about that. So I promised my dad, and now we are in the process where my daughter is doing MBA in Pune. So we are thinking of shifting to Pune, but I never thought I was so excited about shifting to Pune. But I just forgot that what about the people who love me in Delhi? How can I leave them? And one of them is, so I promised my dad that I will always and always take care of my younger sister. Don't worry. Whether emotionally, whether financially, whatever. So that is, so I don't know what is a big goal. There are moments when I think of a big goal, and then those moments are just gone. So I don't even have a big goal that way. Thanks.
Yeah, you have the biggest goal. So I didn't say big goal. It is your favorite goal, which is in your case you are saying moksha, right? So are you working
Moksha,
towards that on a continuous
absolutely.
basis? Yeah.
Yes. I am working towards it. I do not, like I'm not into look. I don't know what is the looking good mein jo distinction landmark mein tha. So I look at myself that am I incomplete? Am I incomplete? Am I incomplete? What is it that I need to do? And see, incompletion is not only in terms of, for me, it is not in terms of what I think. I have to also take care of what about people around me. What are they thinking? What is my boss thinking? Is there something he's incomplete about me? So I talk him. If I think he's incomplete about me about something, I'm going to talk to him. So I'm taking care of things. I'm taking responsibility of attaining moksha. It's not that it automatic mode mein aayega. Yeah.
Yeah. So also about your desire to travel abroad, either for work or pleasure.
Yeah.
So that because of your desire to take care of the family, you are not able to do it. That's what you are saying. But it can be done also.
Yes.
There may be possibilities.
See, there were times. See, I have Rama. I have traveled the world. I have traveled the world, but but I can say I have traveled the world, but still there are 159 countries in the world. So I must have been to like 20 countries, right? So I will keep doing that from time to time, but not at the cost. Like I got a very good opportunity in Luxembourg, Rama. There was one of my friends owns a company there. He wanted me to come and join him, and he was offering me a good package also. And then I realized the moment I shared this with my mother, unki tabiyat kharab ho gayi. Like he suddenly became unwell, and my sister started crying. So I was joking about it. I'm not dying. I'm going there when I will come back. But then no. How can you go? How can you go? So I said, okay, I'm not going. And my friend was very upset with me. He says, Kamal hai. He was actually offering a shareholding in his company also in Luxembourg. A house, car, everything, kind of very nice job. So I did go. But yes, I will travel as and when the situation, as and when but definitely I will not travel when my father needs me. I'm very clear about that.
Yeah, that's your choice. Yeah, thank you, Abhinav.
Yeah, that's my choice. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. Yes, anybody else? What are your favorite goals? Are you working on that or not? Yes, Gautam.
Yes, goal is, I think, Mr. Venkatesh was telling that it's absolutely correct. It is a goal of life is change with the age, situation, and especially the atmosphere where we are changing. That is, he is having the passion or is liking also on this instrument or a good song or like that. But young generation nowadays, they may not be or maybe not be that much of passion is with them. However, I'm not going to discuss on the young generation because they are having so many things and they are doing a lot of good things also. I learned a lot from them. But my goal is a goal almost, I think it is related with the passion. If I like, then I can take it. This is my goal. Like Avinash, you telling that we like traveling, going to the places, meeting the people. That is goal. That is his passion. Of course, Abhinavji, it is your passion also. Goal is related to your passion. I think so. So it is always like that. My goal is now presently, I'm just I'm having a book in my hand. I'm preparing for today evening class. As my goal is for the photography, and we are organizing the photography class in every Sunday evening, 5 to 7 o'clock. It is a satisfaction or like that. That is the thing, and that is my prime. It is a focus. You are the right question. It's a number. It is a focus every morning and evening. Even I'm going to the bathroom, even when I'm taking shower, I'm also thinking today what I'm going to teach them, what slide I'm going to show them, what the demonstration I'm going to do.
Yeah.
So like, yeah.
Yeah. So exactly, that's the point. That first of all, whether we know the goals. Second, once we know the goals, whether we are able to really take actions on that, are our actions and our habits matching with the goals, what we decided or what we chose, what we have defined. So that's something we have to really think through, watch, and change if required. So the question is to reflect on that specifically, to see what are our habits, what are our actions, is it really aligning with the goals we chose for ourselves. So Redigar, you wanted to say something?
Sir, my goal is always in improving my business. It's a continuous process. Next is my family. These two, that is about relationship in the family. These two are my goals.
Right.
I think I've been working on this continuous basis.
Right. Thank you, sir. So one last question to think through before we close is, what about your relationships? Do you focus and improve on your favorite relationships as a top priority or last priority, somewhere in between on a continuous basis? So reflect on this as well. So many times it happens that our important relationships, we would like to really develop that and improve that. But to do that, we really go away from improving it and start focusing on something else. So it is a very, very, convoluted approach some of us take. For example, we work to earn and have a great life with the family. So instead of having great life with the family, we get stuck with the work and not focus on the family, right? It's one such problem. So how do you come out of it? How do you take care of it? The real, important relationships, which is within yourself, with your family, and anything else, whatever you define. So reflect on this as well. So today, these are the questions for us to reflect, and maybe sharing may happen subsequently as well. You can also share in the WhatsApp group. And if possible, one more session. I don't know whether it is possible to share. So yes, Shakti.
Sir, thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful questions. It's thought-provoking one. But what I realized, I'm not sure about others, but for me personally, past 1.5 years, I'm traveling in EMC. I'm start working on continuously on my goals. But my problem is, after working on, if I'm facing some issues, I'm giving up. So for that, it's a good to great is helping me to overcome that. Without giving up, how I can progress, how I can find it, what else is possible, that one. For me, overall, this questions like I'm working on it, but I'm giving up in some place that I need to work on it, sir.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's where, sorry, sir, just one more minute. So that's where we bring in the focus, habits, develop the right habits, which will allow us to really focus on that instead of just leaving it away. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Sir Vetri wanted to say something. After that, we'll continue. I'll hand over to you.
Ramaji, very thought-provoking thing. So now I'm just going back to the basic doubt. Are you trying to say that something related with having favoritism, or is it okay or it is not okay, something related to that? Is it okay to have a favorite food? Is it okay to have favorite goal, favorite relationship, or you're going something beyond that?
No, it's all left to each one of us to reflect.
Allow me to answer that one. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you very much, Rama.
Thank
That
you,
was
sir.
a great session, very thought-provoking.
Thank you, sir.
And a couple of things I'd just like to add at this point of time, Remember, integrity gives power. And when there is lack of integrity, there is suffering. Okay. So the topmost priority, what do you think it should be? To bring integrity into your life, right? Because we want to be powerful, not ineffective. So if any area of your life is not given the priority that it deserves, any area, if you don't take care of your relationships, there will be some suffering. If you don't take care of your career, there will be suffering. If you don't take care of your health, there will be suffering. And that's the problem with the default mode. Because in the default mode, we just do what we have to do. What life pushes us to do. Something which becomes very urgent and important, we just do that. So we are going from one urgency to another. And so many other priorities, they go into the background and we end up in a state of low integrity. So we end up in a state of low power. So what Rama told you is very powerful to dwell on it, because if you don't do that, you will lose integrity. And that is why they say that integrity is a constant endeavor. You cannot say, oh, today I'm in a state of integrity. It's not going to remain like that forever. Right? We have to keep creating integrity, keep on noticing what's wrong, what are we missing out, what is it that we are not doing. And one moment of loss, one moment of lack, one thing you forgot, it can result in tragedy, man. Because we missed out on something which was important, we didn't pay attention to it. And then we live in regret for 10 years, 15 years of our life. Okay? I mean, I myself experienced it, when the bombshell dropped on my head, a late wife, fourth stage. I mean, obviously, how the hell did we not know? How did it reach to such an advanced stage that we got to know then? What the hell was I doing? Are you getting it? So much suffering would have been avoided if we were in integrity, So it's a good lesson, but we don't want you to go away with a bad mood. Okay. So Rama, why don't you lead them into the laughter exercise, and then we will close the session for today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Shooting finale to today's session.
Yes.
So go ahead.
So power of generation. So let's do on 3, laugh silently without making noise. 100% laugher. 1, 2, 3.
Ramaji, I like the integrity. You are also muting and laughing.
All right. So thank you, Rama, and thank you each and every one of us who was there for this wonderful session. And let's come back tomorrow for the beginning of the week session. And we'll see you tomorrow for a wonderful session of empowering morning conversations. So I'm going to be meeting some of you soon. I'm meeting Ashokji soon. He's given us an opportunity to give some free, bar session to the inmates of a place that is meant for cancer patients and their relatives. They stay there, and we are offering them some relief from their plight with what we are going to do there today. Right. So thank you very much, and wish us all the best in our endeavor. Bye-bye.
All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So amazing session, sir. Thank you.